And showing you several different families and how they cope with the disorder in several successful ways. That's the key, successful ways.
And this morning we want you to meet a very talented young girl from right here in Middle Tennessee. This is Grace Goad. Her mother is with us, Leisa Hammett, and also this morning we have Amanda Peltz, the Executive Director of the Autism Society of Middle Tennessee. We're going to tell you about a special event coming up next Friday night, so get ready for that. But first of all, thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate you coming in. So Leisa, let's start with you. This has affected your family, and when did you find out the diagnosis, really?
At age 32 months.
What were you looking for? What were some of the keys that you were picking up on?
Well, I actually picked up that she was different at 6 weeks, which is kind of a rare story and happening. But at 8 months, I noticed the detachment socially. Again, that's kind of rare. And what we knew back in 1997, you know, no one knew how to help me. By 18 months, I knew that socially she was just she was off, and she wasn't speaking normally then either.
Right. Okay, you've experienced this firsthand. There are parents out there right now saying, okay, we have just found out a similar diagnosis. What are the important things that you learned, first of all, in dealing with autism?
There's hope. And there are the basics. Sensory integration, occupational therapy, a good educational program, and speech therapy. Get those basics down first. And be your child's advocate. You are your child's best advocate. Go to bat for them.
You know, many times you see children and they really excel in certain areas, and Grace really excels at art. Correct. When did you notice that that was going to be her medium?
We noticed very early at age 4, because in the intensity of early intervention that we all must go through, I said, where's the joys of art and music and dance? And so I found special therapists, and although she had some music talent, she really got into this state of zen and had this composition and color at 4, and she succeeded.
There you go. We see the work right there. Grace, how old are you?
14.
14?
14 years old.
Do you like to paint? She said, oh yeah. she said, yes.
Now, how long has, I mean, you've been selling paintings of hers, and there are many people, including the Frist family, who has one of her paintings.
Senator Bill Frist, correct.
That's incredible.
Dan Marino, yes. The Tennessee Arts Commission just purchased something of Grace's, a painting of Grace's, to be among the Tennessee artists.
That's amazing.
I know that she's made a contribution to an event that's taking place to benefit what you do work over there for. This is Amanda Peltz, who's Executive Director of the Autism Society of Middle Tennessee. Tell me about how the society here in Middle Tennessee gets involved with people's families.
Sure. Well, we are a nonprofit organization, and we serve over 40 counties in Middle Tennessee with our support, education, and advocacy services. And our mission is to improve the lives of those affected with autism, not only those living with autism, but also their families and the broader community.
Yeah, you know, families come in, they have no idea what they're dealing with. It's an educational process, and we were discussing in the break room, all this week, Kelly and I have just received an education like you wouldn't believe, to try to understand autism. Yes.
You know, the awareness is so key, and I know that that's something that you strive for.
Absolutely.
The Pieces of Hope benefit that we're going to have next Friday, I'm actually going to be a part of that. So tell everybody out there how they can get involved.
Well, on April 3rd, we are having our Pieces of Hope benefit at the Avenue downtown, and we would love for you to join us. We are very excited to be auctioning off a piece of Grace's artwork that you just saw on the TV. And you can purchase tickets and join us at piecesofhopebenefit.org.
And I know those tickets are going to be going fast.
Leisa, there's that word you mentioned a moment ago, hope. And that's something you never give up on. You have discovered what her strengths are as a person.
Well, none of us can predict how life is going to turn out. Life presents challenges. This is the greatest challenge of my life. But in that challenge, I've found goodness and joy, hope, and blessings. This is a special child that has blessed my life and is blessing other people through who she is as a human being and through her special gift as art.
And you're a stronger person, too.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing your story. Amanda, thank you so much for the benefit happening on Friday. Come on out. And Grace, thank you very much for coming to see us today.
And thanks for sharing your artwork, too.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Stay with us, everybody. There's more on Tennessee Mornings coming up in just a few minutes.